In America, the balance between states' rights versus federal powers has been a long-standing debate. When forming our country, the Founding Fathers fell into two main camps, the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. This debate is central to understanding the early years of the United States and the formation of our government. After the American Revolutionary War and the adoption of the Articles of Confederation, our young nation faced significant challenges. The Articles of Confederation created a much weaker central government. Concerns of the Federalists were that America could face issues such as economic instability, difficulty in conducting foreign policy, and resolving disputes between the states. The Federalists called for a stronger, more centralized national government. The Federalists were led by figures such as Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. They advocated for more national unity and for the ratification of the United States Constitution, which created a strong central government and that addressed what they saw as weaknesses in the Articles of Confederation. Federalists argued for the need of a strong executive branch, a system of checks and balances among the branches of government, and the importance of a national currency. They outlined their views in a series of essays known as the Federalist Papers. The Anti-Federalists were skeptical of centralized power and feared that the Constitution would lead to tyranny. Anti-Federalist leaders included Patrick Henry, George Mason, and Samuel Adams. They argued that the Constitution did not do enough to protect individual rights, and that a strong central government would infringe upon the sovereignty of the states. Anti-Federalists were concerned about the lack of a Bill of Rights, and warned of the potential for the federal government to become too powerful. The debate over the Constitution played out during ratifying conventions at the state level. Federalists and Anti-Federalists engaged in spirited discussions, with Federalists ultimately prevailing in securing the ratification of the Constitution. However, this victory was not without compromise. In order to appease Anti-Federalist concerns, the promise was made to add the Bill of Rights to the Constitution shortly after its ratification. The Bill of Rights comprised of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, guaranteeing fundamental liberties and protections for individuals and for the states. The Ninth Amendment states, quote, "The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people." In other words, people retain fundamental human rights even if not specifically provided in the Constitution. The 10th Amendment says, quote, "Powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people." In other words, states and their people preserve their authority in all matters not specifically granted to the federal government. The early debates between the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists shaped our nation and laid the groundwork for our current American system of government.